Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Abir Maidhi Rudro Yatte Dakshinam Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So again, today we are on the chapter of exposition of the meaning of the self and describing what is the self like and how we can meditate on that self. So here it is Atman is described as the consciousness, and in that consciousness the whole universe is there. And I am there, you are there, the world is there, our thoughts are there, our imaginations are there, everything in that self, that conscious self. And that conscious self, as we always in the Vedanta, every day we learn that, remind ourselves that that conscious self is the only reality which is unchanging. It does not die, it does not get born, it is eternal, and it is all the time, it is there, both in the waking state or in the dream state or in the dreamless state. So the consciousness behind the waking state, the consciousness that is behind the dream state, the consciousness that is behind the sleep state, that is the consciousness undone, undying and unimmortal. So this is the theme of our Vedanta, that we have to feel that consciousness is myself. That consciousness which allows me to see this universe in the waking state. It allows us to feel all our emotions, our joys, our sufferings, our pains, our anxieties, our worries, which consciousness is revealing. The same is the consciousness which is behind our dream experiences, Ram consciousness as light, and it is illumining all the dream situations and allowing me to perceive. I am perceiving. At the same time I am perceiving, and I become a part of it also. That also I am seeing, and my projection I am seeing there in the dream. At the same time, there is a perceiver who said, I dreamt a bad dream last night. Oh, I had a good dream last night. So dream, observer of the dream, observer of the waking, and observer of the sleep. This is the continuum of the consciousness. It is beginningless, it is endless. It has started when we do not know. When it will end, we do not know. There is no endless, beginningless. That's why Panchadoshi has said that the time passes, month passes, masa, abda, juga, kalpa. The time of month passes, years pass, 1 eon, 12 years pass, yugam, and then endless time, creation, sustenance, destruction, everything goes. This come and go in the riddle of life, no? The cosmic life. But naudeti nastameti samvidesha sayam prabha. That Swayam Prabhu, self-effulgent, Sambit, that consciousness, that awareness, It never comes and never goes. So that is the subject matter. And how to ascertain that? That in 26 verses before, we have read them in diverse ways. Again, the same idea is being expressed here in the verse number 27 on page 294 of our reading book, Nectar of Supreme Knowledge. So we start there, just to remind ourselves what we read on the verse number 26. We read on the page 293 bottom, that is the meaning of the verse number 26. It says, the air remains unattached, though present in every created being in the universe. Likewise, the Supreme Self, though spread throughout all beings, is free from all other individual bodies. In other words, it remains totally non-attached. And that is verily the self. So what do you say? Air. Air does not get polluted. It remains detached. Whether good, fragrant, you keep fragrant flowers, air will not be happy. Oh, I am bringing fragrant flower. You keep some polluted, some odor, full of odor and smell bad, something. Air does not get elated or depressed, but we get elated and depressed. That is the ignorance. As air does not get that, so similarly to the present, and he is present in every created being. Look at that. He is in the holiest of the holy. He is in the meanest of the mean. He is in the most powerful person. He is the most weak person, highly educated person, or not educated. It matters little. So that is the space, is air is present everywhere, the created being. Similarly, that Supreme Self, which is our real nature, Supreme Self, that Supreme Self, though spread throughout all beings, that Supreme Self means the Supreme Consciousness is pervaded everywhere of the individual bodies, and it is free from all evil. It does not get polluted by that's why you are saying, don't identify yourself, your failures and frustrations. You are pure by your nature. This has come, this will go away. Clouds come, clouds go away. Good smell come in the air, bad smell come in the air. It will come, it will go away. Air remains air. So that is the self, that's the dignity of our real self. And we want to assert that idea again and again and again. I am that self, which is unpolluted all the time. Now even it is unpolluted. Whether you are mentally very much excited, or you are depressed, or you are joyful, or you are restless, or you are angry, or you are frustrated, matters little. That self-consciousness remains the same, undisturbed. And now, the verse number 27 will repeat the same idea, that all-pervading nature of consciousness is again said. What? Evam chit gagana bhoge, evam chit gagana bhoge, bhushane vyomnibhaskare, bhushane vyomnibhaskare, dhara vivarako shastha, dhara vivarako shastha, swaiva chit kota kita kotare, swaiva chit kita kotare. Again, evam chit gagana bhoge, evam chit gagana bhoge, bhushane vyomnibhaskare, bhushane vyomnibhaskare, dhara vivarako shastha, dhara vivarako shastha, swaiva chit kita kotare, swaiva chit Kitakotare. So what does it mean? This consciousness which is in the vast expanse of the sky, as also in the tiny objects, which is in the sun, which is in the sun existing in the sky, and in the depth of the earth. That very consciousness resides within not only you, me, the insects, what is called the coronavirus. Even there it exists. Huh? This cannot be perceived physically, even with subtle instruments. But that consciousness is such a thing. It's just giving an idea. Upanishad says this idea also, that it is in the glorious things of the universe, in the magnanimous thing, in the grand objects of the universe, as also in the minutest of the minute, no? Anoraniyan mahato mahiyan. Same word. Atma asya jantoho nihito guhayam. It's the same idea. Anoraniyan. This is in the minutest of the minute. You cannot feel that, where you cannot even think Higgs boson particle, no? That particle, so subtle. Yes, consciousness is there behind that energy. Huh? And here you come, Mahato Mahiyan, say, huge stars and galaxies. What can you think of? They are also same. Here, too there. It is equally present everywhere, no? That's why, same bha, Atma, Ashyajanto, Nihito Guhayam. Even you and me, in the Atma, that Atman, that same Atman, Nihito, is deeply embedded in the deepest recess of our heart, because all our heart is the place for feeling, is it not? Heart is the place for your feeling emotions, your all joys, sufferings. We feel where? In the heart. And that very feeling center, deep inside that, is that same consciousness. Just meditation, this is called Vedantic meditation. How to meditate on this consciousness in just penetrating every nooks and corners of the reality, of the objective universe. That is to be found that it is not only in the big, huge objects of magnitude, and not only in the minute thing, but it pervades everywhere. And here it says that it pervades in the tiny objects, which is in the vast expanse of the sky, and in the tiny objects, which is in the sun, existing in the sky, and in the depth of the earth. And that very consciousness also resides, not here and there, but here. Not only in your heart. That's why there is no one special. Special in outside, in name and form. You are something special, I am something not, or some. All this analysis is coming in the duality. But in that consciousness, it is equal. There is a song, it is called Amra Sabai Raja Amadere Raja Rajotte. Rabindranath Tagore has a song. He says that we are all, here is a spiritual world, domain. We are all kings. You are king, I am king. That means you are the possessor of that consciousness. You are the possessor of that eternal Satchidananda self. No? So there is no one a subject, but in subject or king and the subject comes in the level of duality. So here it says that consciousness, this consciousness which is in the vast expanse of the sky, evam chit gaganabhe. That chit, thus the chit, the consciousness, in the gagana abhuge, in the gagana, in the space, infinite space, bhushane, bhamni, bhaskare, gagane of the sky, bhushane in the embellishments, bhaskare in the sky, bhamni in the space, and soti vidyate, it remains existing. Kushastha, inner part, Dharavivara, of the cave of the earth, in the deepest cave of the earth. And that same consciousness, Sachit, that consciousness eva, shines as key to quote the cavity of insects for the question of human being. So think in this way. So many words are spoken. Why? Because we cannot think of one thought for a few seconds. But as a student, you can think that consciousness, think of go mentally to the sun and feel that same, the light in the sun, the energy in the sun, behind that is the same consciousness. And then extend it down in the space, all the space it covers, come to the earth and go down deep into the earth, penetrate the earth here and there. It is there also. It is not only there, it is also in all the hearts of even all insects, and here also. So just to give an imagination how to think of expanding our identity into the vastness, these are the verses which is very important. And it also says, is quoting, supporting the idea in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which mentions the self is equally present in all, as in a mosquito, so also in the elephant. Me, Kito va, Masako va. This consciousness, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, is in the minutest, a small mosquito, and to the big elephant. He is present everywhere. So these are all the Upanishadic ideas, all the Vedanta scriptures are repeatedly pointing to this truth, that consciousness is everywhere and that is yourself. What a loss that we forget that truth and we identify ourselves with this little petty body, mind, and its success, its failures, its drops, its high, low. It's a silly, most silly thing we do when we put attention to this body, this mind. How to get out? Think of this noble thing. Bring out yourself. Burst out of the cocoon. Swamiji said in one place, no? The cocoon, we are, what is called? The what you call the spider, they create a cocoon around them and get bound. Burst out of the cocoon, you are free soul, you are everywhere. Anyhow, so this is the idea, to take the inspiration from here and practice that. And that's why Vedantic practice, Vedanta, you know what happens? When you go to any other thought, it makes you feel low. I am low. But when you come to Vedanta, it makes you are great, How great you are, you do not know. Be great. That's why there are some people, you go before them, you feel that you are nothing. You are an idiot. You are worthless. And you go to such people, they boost you in such a way you feel you are somebody. That is the glory. But this somebody is not the physical somebody, but to develop in your spiritual essence. Swami Ranganathanandaji, our president, he was like that. Why? He was, anyone comes to him, he will give him the highest honor. And he may not be that, but the potential. He used to say human potential. Each individual has infinite potential to manifest. That is there, unfold it and see what is that grandeur of your own self. So this Upanishad actually like our mother. Or you can say like the real teacher who is always boosting our consciousness. Don't think this way. Don't limit yourself to this petty little identity. It's not you. You are that big. And that consciousness you are. So now 28th verse. I will, of course, I will surely attend to some questions. I may finish 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before, depending on the questions, so that we can have some question answer at the end for 10-15 minutes, depending on the questions. Next verse 28 on page 295. In the absolute sense, one Brahman which is of the nature of knowledge alone exists. And all of the interactions related to bondage, liberation and the like are mere imagination only. It is the preamble of the next verse, no? All this, Ari, you are that. And now you are thinking, how shall I get out of the bondage? I am so weak, what can I do? Oh, what type of nonsense you are talking about? So he says, these are on the level of duality. This is your real home. This is your real abode. This is your own essence. Don't forget that. Go back to that consciousness. So, absolute sense, what is there? There is only Brahman. So there is no pure, no impure, no spiritual, non-spiritual, nothing is there, only one. And all other interactions, all the interactions, and in which we say of bondage, liberation question comes why? Because we feel we are bound. Why we talk about consciousness? Because we are unconscious. We are not conscious about our divine glory. So, it says, na bandhosti na mokshosti, na bandhosti na mokshosti, brahmaivasti nirantaram, brahmaivasti nirantaram, naikamasti nachadvaitam, naikamasti nachadvaitam, sambit spharam vijrimbhate, sambit spharam vijrimbhate. So, na bandhosti, no bondage. You are imagining bondage. There is no bondage. This is the example given again and again. We have tied our eyes with a cloth. And I am saying, oh, I can't see anything, come, who can help me? Take out your cover. There is a story that one man is embracing a tree and shouting and crying, oh, who is there? Please release me from this bondage. Who will free you? Just release and you go. Swamiji says, Who will release you? You are the ever-free soul. You exert your power. You are very happy holding and crying. That is the point. Who? That's why Ramakrishna said, who wants God? Who wants God? People are thinking this world, we are so much attached to the world and worldliness that we cannot get out of it. Nothing is here with me. Who is my friend? Who is my enemy? Who is my mother? Who is my father? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? When you go to sleep, where goes they all of them they go? When you go to bed every day and just go to dream or sleep, whatever the may be time, where goes your all relationships? Is it not a fictitious thing we created? But we are so attached to it. That does not mean, Vedanta does not mean that you will be heartless. So long you are in the duality, yes, behave like that. But understand, this is a fictitious relationship. Real relationship is the Atman Atman. That is the relationship. And that is the undying relationship. And this relationship, it will go. It was not here, it will go. It has come in one part of one day in our life, it will go away another day of life. It's a rational thinking. So in reality, there is neither bondage. If there is no bondage, no question of liberation. Who will be liberated if he is no bondage? And in one, if that Brahman is one and the self, supreme self is only one, who will bind whom? Bondage, two. Two can create bondage. One may be more strong to bind another. If there is no two, there is no many. Who can bind you? And what is the question? Is it not a crazy thought that you will be free? Who will make you free? You are already free. You are that one. So this is the Vedantic call again, and this is called the lion roar of Vedanta. Hammer on this point again and again. Swami Turiyananda Maharaj used to say, no? Day and night say, I am that, I am that. I am Brahman, I am Atman, and you will be like that. And you tell yourself, I am an idiot, I am an idiot, idiot you will be. I am a poor, poor you will be. I am bound, bound you will be. That is the, even we jokingly say, communist people, they brainwash the people. We call brainwashing. They give some thought again and again, again and again, again and again. And if you give one thought again and again, it makes a rut in your brain. And when that rut becomes deeper, it becomes an impression. Then no one has to say anything. You will think in that line. So think that I am Brahman. Think that I am pure. By my nature. This is my body, it's not me. So, no bondage in that sense. And if there is no bondage, no moksha asti, there is no moksha, no liberation. Tell him, what am I? Brahma eva asti nirantaram. That which exists, it is only the Brahman. And that is, exist means, it is not like interrupted existence. Now is here, and this disappear, now come, and again go, again come, again go. Nirantaram, uninterrupted, continuum of that reality. Now, Brahma eva asti nirantaram. No ekam asti, na chadvaitam. There is no one. What the question of duality? Who will say one? If it is infinite, and one disidentifying with these finite things like me in the body, my house, my friend, my enemy, I love, I hate, this is my liking, this is my disliking, all these entanglements gone, and then it is only one, then who will be there to think that there is the Dvaita? Dvaita means two. Two entities cannot be there. In that absolute, only one is there. Whenever we are separated, that day, Sunday, we are talking about Sanat Kumar teaching to Narada, says Narada, Yatra itara pashyati, itara srinoti, itara jighrati, tadvaitam, tadalpam, tadmartam. Whenever you see, one sees the other, two. Itara pashyati, I see, srinoti, listening to one each other. Itara jighrati, itara srinoti, sprinoti, etc. Tadvaitam. That means you are accepting too. And in that duality, all bondage, suffering comes, and freedom concept also comes. But if that duality is a fictitious thing, it is not non-existing, then who will be freed from what? Where is the bondage? Where is the question of freedom? Freedom question is also ridiculous, as bondage question is ridiculous. One absolute can have no bondage. So it says, bandhanosti, mokshanosti, ekang naosti, dvaitang nacha. Thale, what is asti? What is there then? Not this, not this, not this, not this. What is that? As Shankara says, I'm not the mind, not the mind, not the intellect, not the ego, not this, not this. What I am then? Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Chit Ananda Rupa. I am of the nature of Chit, consciousness, and I am the nature of Ananda. Chidananda Rupa, and I am that Shiva. Shiva means, you can think it duality in Shiva dancing, or Shiva is the all auspiciousness. That what is auspicious. So I am that. So, it says, that in reality there is neither bondage nor liberation, neither oneness nor duality. One Brahman alone is present eternally, perpetually. The very Brahman alone, they manifest who is the greatest of all. That Brahman means the greatest of all, and he only manifests. Spharang sangbit bijrimbhate. Spharang means extensively. Extensively that consciousness expands, as it were. That consciousness which is limited here, I am alive, I am talking, I am this expanded consciousness. I am not only talking here, I am talking there. I am in the leaves, I am in the plants. Expand. Get beyond this body. Expand, expand, expand. And that consciousness, as consciousness, I am everywhere. The same consciousness is everywhere. It is actually talking about the Ajatavad. The theory of non-creation can be brought into our idea. Mandukya Karika, they have quoted here to explain this, that na nirodha na chutpatting na baddho na cha sadhakaha na mumukshur na vimukta ittesha paramarthata. Page 295, and meaning goes on the next page, 296. In the absolute sense, there is neither creation nor destruction. But mind, in the absolute sense, don't make a mistake. You are in the relative existence. Here, everything is there. No? Any sweet word can make you happy. Any unpleasant word can make you cry. So this is not, in the absolute sense, there is neither creation. There is neither duality, neither creation, no question of destruction. No one is bound, nor is anyone a sadhaka, student, spiritual student. No one is a spiritual student. No one is a person who has yearning for liberation, or there is nobody who has liberated. Question of liberation is a fictitious thing. You are not bound. How will you be liberated? You are thinking you are in the jail. Imagine some psychologically ill patient, they think many things, no? Which has no existence. What we say? Oh, he is imagining. No. What about us? We are very intelligent. The Gyanis look at us and say, see these people? How fictitious. They are imagining this, all this imagination. They don't know that they have no birth, they have no birth, and they are thinking that this is their duty, this is to be done. Yea, because they do not know their nature. So,
the person who is saying that they are imagining, that person himself is also imagining, because those people are not there.
what?
The person, the Gyani, who is thinking.
No, Gyani is not that. Gyani, accepting the ignorance, he is looking at the miserable condition. Their mind is so clean. Gyani does not see like you and me. Then what is the use of Jnana? If I am so, if that is this thing, then what to become like a Brahmananda, Shivananda? What are these people? They are also men like the Gyani, they live. They are also seeing duality. No, they see the consciousness with name and form. Every time we talk about that, you forget that point. They see in the world not like us, it is name and form, it is wood. It is table, we see nothing else. But they see it is consciousness in the form of table. You are a moving person, it is only consciousness in that form of flesh and bone. Costumes, they see two things together. So that is the difference between an ordinary ignorant person like us and the knower of truth. Their vision is not the same. But I am giving a proper example so that you can understand the truth. As we think we are normal people, no? In the society we are normal people. If someone has some craziness in the brain, no? He said, oh, I saw that ghost came and that light came and that's why anyone getting some experience, we first question, are you eating well? Or you are hallucinating. We call hallucination. Even Ramakrishna's question came, it is hallucination or darshan? So, it is not so easy to have that level of perception. So therefore, we think they are crazy people, no? We say, oh, they are hallucinating people. They don't see the truth rightly. So it is, their vision is not right. But ours is right. As we think, Gyanis look at us and look at me, hey, my God, what imagination they are living on. Why these crazy people are moving, doing this, all these things, craziness? What is the purpose? They are all one, they do not know, and they are making themselves feel like this multiple universe, no? And creating that duality, they are suffering so much. Question is the suffering. When someone imagines ghost, suppose, no? Many people see ghosts. Many people see voice, sound coming. We hear so many stories about our different people come to us. They say, I am hearing this voice. Yes, what we say. If it is really genuine spiritual hearing, then your face will flush with joy. There will be no doubt about that. It will be a life-transforming experience if you hear some voice like that, or you have some vision like that, no? And when you have that type of false experience, then you will say, is it right? Did I see? Am I correct? Oh, see? I mean, when I was a young boy, I went to different sadhus, and I went one time to one Swami. He was in our order and he left. And then he has had a center. And there we went there and he got prasad with other devotees. After that, we want to go to salute the Swami who is there, and his assistant is also there. They also, now, after that, prasad, they sit together to note down their experiences. So, one person is writing the experience and the sadhu is telling the experience, but he was not very, eyesight was gone, so little blind type. And then after doing like that, the Swami is asking, did it not so? What I did, is it not so? Is it not so? Many times. I was a very young boy. I thought, my God, if it is vision, how can it be questioning, is it so, and getting some support from the other person, whether this vision is the same vision. There is a question. Is it your real experience or it is hallucination? And mind sometimes brings things. So when mind is clear, it will not hallucinate. It will be an experience. We are reading in the morning book, a lunchtime book, morning book, say every day. It's talking about experience. God is, as we read today also. God is. And it is not is only, it can be experienced. So, it says that in this absolute sense, there is neither creation nor destruction, nor one is bound, nor is anyone an aspirant or student. No one yearns for liberation, nor is anyone liberated. There is no question of liberated. Oh, Brahmananda, liberated soul. What is the question? Who are talking liberated? There is no question liberation. No one is there to be liberated, and no one got liberated. There's only one is there. That's called the ajato. The world is not created at all. All these words are mere fictitious words of the mouth. It's very high level. There is nothing at all such as this. Brahman alone exists, the one without a second. That is the major idea. Now let us go to verse number 29, next verse. Brahman alone is, just we heard just now, Brahman alone exists, the one without a second. Now 29 verse is saying Brahman alone is in all forms. If you say Brahman alone, normally Brahman is transcendental Brahman, no? But what about this world as you see? What you are seeing, it is Brahman or it is the table? That's why Swami Vivekananda said in his inspired talks, before seeing this table, you see Brahman first. You see Atman first, and then you see the table. But we totally ignore that. We see the table only, minus its foundation, Satchidananda. So, this verse is again reiterating, pounding on our heart to believe that, yes, this is Brahman. You don't see anything but Brahman from morning till now. The rice you saw, the dal you prepared, the pizza you created, or whatever, everything, it is nothing, only Brahman you have seen, you have given some name. You have also given yourself a name. You also saw things, nothing but Brahman. So, that is to bring out the same idea, to we say Brahmarpanam, to Brahma Arpanam, yes, everything is Brahman, Brahman, Brahman. But this is the one, transcendental Brahman, that we understand, beyond mind, etc. From that perspective, nothing is created, no one is created, no one is bound, no one is free, all these talks. Now goes to the next point, but what about this, you see? This is Brahman. Shankaracharya's few idea, very clear idea. Slokardhena pravakshami, in a happy slok, verse, Sanskrit verse, I will tell you what is Brahman. Slokardhena pravakshami jaduktam grantha kotivihi. Millions and millions of scriptures have described in millions of ways. I will tell you in half a verse. What is that? Next line. Brahma Satyam. Brahman alone is true. Jagat Mithya. You see the Jagat? It is Mithya. Then you may mistake. Oh, two are there. Brahman alone is real. Jagat is Mithya. I am seeing the Jagat. Now reconciling. Jiva. You see in this creation all this Jiva, created being. Man, woman, plant, trees, everything is created. Jiva, Brahma eva. Jiva is Brahman. You are mistaking. It is your mistake. Correct. Correct your attitude. Correct your viewing. Correct your seeing. You are seeing Brahman only. The Jiva, Brahma eva kevalam. Jiva, Brahma eva kevalam. Now opera. Nothing other than that. Again, Jiva kevalam, only Brahman. Again he says, you will mistake. Don't think it is separate from Brahman. It is redundant word, no? You say it is Brahman, and again we have to say no aparam. It is not separate. Why do you say it's not separate? Because our mind is so much engrossed in separation and duality. Therefore, that Shankara says, this world, don't think. Towards the beginning, as we are students of Vedanta, we say we have to give up this, give up this, give up this. Why? Because we don't see God here, we don't see Brahman here. But rejecting everything in name and form, what will remain ultimately? That will remain the Atman or consciousness or Brahman. And with that Brahman, when you come back, you see all the ripples are what? It is ocean. All the waves are what? It is ocean. All the bubble, all the amphan na ki bole? All the cyclone, tsunami, this, that. These are also ocean, nothing else. Only ocean, only ocean, only ocean. In the name. And when it does not, that's also ocean. Transcendental and immanent, both aspects. So, 29 verse says, on page 296, Brahmachit, Brahma Bhuvanam, Brahmachit, Brahma Bhuvanam, Brahma Bhuta Parampara, Brahma Bhuta Parampara, Brahmahang, Brahma Shatru, Brahmahang, Brahma Shatruhu, Brahmahang, Brahma Shatruhu, Brahmam Mitra Bandhava, Brahma Man Mitra Bandhava, Brahma man mitra bandhavaha. Tell what is that? Brahman is consciousness. First word, what is Brahman? Brahman is consciousness. Then Brahman is Bhuvanam. You see this world, this earth. What is this world? It is Brahman. See how you can practice seeing Brahman everywhere. Brahma, Chit, consciousness is Brahman. Brahma is Bhuvanam, this earth. Brahma, Parampara, in the succession of bhuta, of beings. As the people are born and going and dying and coming and going. This is Brahman. Aham Brahma. Who am I? This flesh and bone? No, it is Brahman. Brahma, Mat, Satruhu. In my enemy, who is there? Brahman is there. Mat Satru, my enemies. In that, who is there? It is only Brahman in that form. Brahma Mat Mitraha. Who is in my friend? I love him. I am attached to him. To whom you are attached? That is also Brahman. Brahma Mat Mitra. And Bandhavaha, family. All family. Your own home relationship and the universal relationship. It is all Brahman. Brahmaiva Sarvam. Everything is Brahman. So, on 297 page, Brahman is the nature of knowledge, all of the planes of existence, all of the living beings, myself, my enemies, my friends, and all the well-wishers. All these are Brahman alone. Understand thus. This is not a merely charming arrangements of the words. In reality, this type of experience always occurs with a person of wisdom. Point is that. You may bring this question, anyone can put this question, oh my God, you are talking to abstract theoretical talks, no? Yes. But this is the fact. I am not yet able to see that experience, but all the people whom we adore in the whole spiritual world, in the whole world, they testify this. Christ in the front, Christ in the back, Christ on the right, Christ on the left, Christ above, Christ below. Huh? What they are talking about? Which Christ is that? Man Christ? So she is lying down in the ground and standing there up. And then how he can be there? It is consciousness. Holy Ghost. Huh? Language different, and what they wanted to express only mystical language, so mystics will know only. But it is not the man Christ they are talking about, not man Ramakrishna. It's not man or the Mother Kali in the form only. It is the absolute. That is the Brahman. So this in reality, you have to understand the types of experience always occurs with a person of wisdom who is liberated while in the body. He should be not in samadhi. If you go to a man of samadhi, there is no world, no you, no me. They cannot talk, they are all gone. But you come back to person who has reached that point and comes down. We call the Jivan Muktas, liberated people. Rarely a few fortunate ones become fully accomplished, attaining their knowledge through the rigorous practice of self-analysis alone. And there is another verse, extra verse, that is, death cannot even wish to kill him whose mind has taken perfect rest in the state of Brahman. Suppose one is identified with the Brahman consciousness. Even death comes. Where is death? Where he will come? Who he will catch? Only one. He is merged in the absolute Brahman. There is no, death. There is no god of death. There is no Jama. There is no demons. There is no hell. There is no heaven. Nothing. It is only absolute one, which is one, stainless and supremely purifying. In other words, is beyond birth and death. So you have 5 minutes more, 5-6 minutes. So if any question, I don't think any question has come yet. Huh?
Order for me is only one question. People are talking to themselves like that. This is the only question. Sima.
চলে গেল যে ঠিক আছে আমি আবার দেখে নিচ্ছি আমার when I gave me let me see Sima. Anyhow, Holy Mother always lived this way of life, being established in the self. But Thakur sometimes discriminated and sometimes saluted the lower woman. That is a wrong idea because Sri Ramakrishna discriminated not in that sense. Sri Ramakrishna also saw the Divine Mother in everywhere. The prostitute coming, he is saluting there. When he is going to Calcutta from Dakshineshwar, there is one day story that he was going in a carriage and the car, because of traffic or the driver drove into a zone where these prostitutes live. And seeing them, Ramakrishna saluted at their feet and said, "Oh, you are all Mother Divine." And he saw the Mother Divine. In the eye of a Jnani, it is not. Sri Ramakrishna never discriminated that way, but they saluted, as you say. Why they saluted the lower women means? That means seeing the same Divine Mother, Ma Kali. Same Mother Kali in them, what he used to call Mother Kali. What is Kali? What is Kali? Sri Ramakrishna himself said, Kali is that Satchidananda, Brahman. Kali and Brahman are the same. Shakti and its Shaktiman, like that. So there is no discrimination with Sri Ramakrishna's viewing that it is only one and only one. Only one. And Ramakrishna is to see that oneness in every place, in every substance. ওই যে Swami Vivekananda's story, you remember when Swami Vivekananda requested Ramakrishna to make arrangement for his sufferings so that his family can be having a little good meal and survival. So when he once went one time, second time, third time, and he could not pray to Mother Kali, then Ramakrishna said, okay, by Mother's grace, you could not pray for yourself, so you could not have a good, enjoyable life. But by grace of Mother, you will be fed sufficiently. But that night, Ramakrishna taught Vivekananda the song, Ma tanghi tara, Amar Ma tanghi tara, Tumi triguno dhara, Parat para, Ma tanghi tara. So that song, Sri Ramakrishna taught Naren. What is that song means? And he sang whole night. Vivekananda was so intoxicated in that song. He sang whole night. What is the song meaning? Oh Mother, Tang Hitara, you are Tumi Jole, you are in the water, you are in the earth. Tumi Jole, Tumi Stale. Tumi Adya Mule Goma, you are in the very root of this creation. Acho Sarva Ghate, you reside in every being, every heart you reside. Acho Sarva Ghate, Akha Pute, Sakar Akar, Nirakara, Matanghi-tara. Sakar, Akar, Nirakara. You are in the form of Akara, form. You are in the form of formlessness, Sakar, Akar, and in embodiment. So you are in all. So whole night, that's why Sri Ramakrishna's vision, Sri Ramakrishna's vision is really untouched by anything else. So it is only same as Holy Mother. Holy Mother expressed in one way, Ramakrishna expressed in another way, but there is no difference. How do I face the fear of non-realizing Brahman in this life? Why? Yes, we should not be fearful. Why did I not realize Brahman? Rather, we will be proactive. We will have to see. Just now we read this book. And now I will close this book and then go. I'll forget what I discussed. And then I go out, immediately I'll talk of mundane thing, you, me, this, that. And okay, this interaction should be there. But do you think it is the same consciousness in you? Can I think that way and add this idea? Or in devotional term you can say, God is in you, God is in me. That's as consciousness, God is sitting in the heart. Do we keep any thought in our life? And then how that realization will come? That's why Vedanta says we need not have to be fearful, but we have to be proactive, so that in every breath, every thought, every movement, I can think, I am not this what I see for myself, and I am seeing somebody is not that. It is only beyond the name and form, that absolute Satchidananda. Or you can say sweetly, it is my Ramakrishna. Or you can say, my Mother Kali is in everyone. So try to feel that and apply that. This application. Osti iti eva upalabdhabyo tattva bhavena chaubhayo. Katha Upanishad says that one will have to the osti. God is there, God is there. I am interacting with God. I don't see, but God is there as consciousness. God is there as joy and bliss. Only costume. And because of the mind, it is coming out as love, as hatred, as anger, as frustration. This is because of the defects in the mind. And when by seeing God everywhere, practice, if one starts, then what will happen? The mind will be clean and cleaner and cleaner, and that will give the Brahman vision. Yes, we should not be fearful, but I would suggest that we should be careful not to forget God in our every movement of life. Seeing God. You can read Swami Vivekananda's lecture, Seeing God Everywhere. Seeing God everywhere. You need not have to create God. We need not have to bring Brahman from anywhere, but to see Brahman. We don't see Brahman, that's the point. We see the outer form, outer behavior, outer personality, and we are ended there. And we live in that external. So spiritual life to go more internal and internal and internal. So I think that yes, fear should go, but practice should increase. Okay? Huh? Okay. So, thank you for all of you attending. Then somebody has put another question. Wait a minute. I don't think meditation is about achieving no mind. No mind is for those who are clinically brain dead. Accept your mind as that which is impermanent and part of Maya. Yeah, very good idea. Yeah. I don't think meditation is about achieving no mind. No. Yes, we use our mind to think of God. So we are using our mind, we accept mind. But by this process of putting the mind in God, which is all pure Satchidananda consciousness, thinking that my mind becomes mindless. Mind becomes mana amani bhavati. Mind's characteristic, it loses its characteristic. If someone loses its own characteristic, we don't call by that name anymore. So mind's characteristic is lost. So no mind is there at the point of samadhi. True. But this mind which we are having now, if we think day and night of the divine, this mind will be purified and purified and purified. Even a bhakti school says, you take the name of the Lord every day. What will happen? Chant the name of the Lord and His glory unceasingly, so that the mirror of the heart will be wiped clean. Or cleanliness of the mind will come. Now mind is covered cluttered. That's why meditation we are doing, thinking of holy. And when thinking of the holy, mind is lose its dross or the dirty characteristic. Then it will be as clean as God Himself. So mind will be mindless. So there is no contradiction. And yes, I think what you have said is correct, that accept your mind as that which is impermanent and part of Maya. Yeah, but that is Vedantic stand. But you have to think. So long you think I am Brahman, you are within the level of Maya. You are using your mind. If the mind is not there, who will think that I am Brahman? To say I am Brahman, you need your mind, is it not? But that is the impure mind saying that I am Brahman. So how we practice in such a way that our impure mind becomes purified, and when pure mind comes, Ramakrishna said, very beautiful word, pure mind, pure consciousness is all the same. Hmm? Huh? Computer, one question has come. Shankara said, if you admire the form, you cannot see the gold. If you admire the gold, you cannot see the form. That's true. But that is the state. We are ignorant. That's why we always see not the gold, but we see the form only. And Gyanis, they are in the gold state, so they see the gold everywhere. Huh? For Ramakrishna's just example I am giving, he is saluting the prostitutes. Huh? There is no difference. He is feeling oneness with the grass. He is feeling the suffering of a grass and himself. So no low, no high, it is everywhere. So, but yes, but we are in between, that's our problem. So we cannot see gold, but we'll have to think there is gold. Because the knowers of truth have seen God everywhere. So that is the goal for us. We have to see God in everything, even if he is a bad guy to me. But that bad guy is not bad. He is essentially Brahman, essentially Ananda, Satchidananda. But only covering of the mind and emotions are bad. If that is clean, he is the same soul. And this covering is in Maya. It is not really there. Momentarily in the sky, we find the cloud, and cloud has covered our whole vision. But I am in this duality, so I'll have to penetrate the cloud, to fan the cloud to get out, so that we feel that it's gold. And then after attaining, seeing that gold when you come out, then you can see it is gold made of gold. This is made of gold. That is made of gold. Eh? Acha. What is the best way to remove thoughts and make a no mind to attain meditative state? What is the best ways to remove the thoughts? Remove the thoughts can be done in one way. There are some people think that I am the witness, consciousness. Thoughts are coming in before me. I observe only, and don't pay attention. Don't get attached. Don't get dejected. Don't feel excited. Don't feel rejected. Observe, just an observer. Like the mirror. Be like a mirror. Someone comes with a frowning face. Mirror only observes. Frowning face goes away. Someone comes with a smile. Smile comes. He becomes. So we should be like witness like. This is one way. Another way our gurus give, so that we can think of our mind not to get into other coloring. Right? All the thoughts, it should not drag me in different thoughts. Pratyahara, that's why the practice of bringing the mind back to the source of our meditation, object of meditation, our chosen ideal with the mantra. That's gurus normally give. These are the two ways. What can be witness consciousness? Go back to the witness. I am the witness consciousness. And these things are coming before my view, and they're coming and going, but I am not affected by that. Or take the mind and put it into God again and again, and mind will go again, bring it back again. So that will bring prana, pratyahara to dharana. And dharana means hold, mind will be held in God. Dharana to dhyana, it will be deeper holding for a longer period. and then it will take to samadhi. Another one is come. Guru has told Tattamasi, and I know in my heart of hearts it is true. It must be. Yet, why have I not realized? That is same question. Because we are ignorant. Because we are in the maya of Maya. Because I accept this world to be true. Even my Guru says, no, it is not true. You are seeing wrongly. But I see this. How can I ignore it? It is more important than your Brahman Atman. We talk 1 hour. If I am hungry, my hunger is more important than your talk. No, we are human beings. No. But we have to go transcend our human perspective to a divine perspective. That is called spiritual practice. Huh? So you have to understand that we are to transcend our human characteristic and move it to the divine characteristic. And then cross the divine also, you become. Ramakrishna said, if one thorn pricks at your feet, you take another thorn and pull it out and then throw away both. So first we should be, from step to step we go up. So Guru has said that you are that. Our spiritual scriptures are talking about that, but our mind is still cluttered. That's why the whole spiritual life is practice. And to think that I am pure, in Vedantic way or in devotional way. Oh Lord, help me, I am trying with tearful eyes, crying, weeping, by taking the process of meditation. Try, I cannot do it, but no, I will do it. That is the truth. I will have to do it. So go on pestering on that. That's why spiritual practice is very important. Can't thank you enough. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So, okay, so these are to be practiced. I only talked. Yeah, okay. Thank you all who have put these questions and comments also. And it's very beautiful. Your thoughts are very powerful. So only point that we will have to practice. This only thing from Ramakrishna, Vivekananda and Holy Mother we get, that you have to do diligent practice, prayer. Not that by your prayer you will achieve God. No. By His grace you will achieve. But we will have to follow. We will have to follow the path of prayer, niskama karma, by analysis as we did, as also karma, bhakti, devotion. So to blend all this and purify the mind. Vedantic way of purification, wonderful. But 24 hours you cannot do that. When you are emotional, you can go and cry and pray to God. That will clean the mind. That's also cleaning the mind. But you may not be in one mood a whole day, you cannot keep it. That's why this Vivekananda Vedanta, Ramakrishna Vedanta is wonderful, which has given us the opportunity to use our all faculties together, to utilize it and make it a success in life. Thank you all. So I end here. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Swami Satyamayananda will be giving a class on Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. here to 8:30 p.m.
In Katha Upanishad.
and Katha Upanishad on
10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow. So tomorrow you get 2 classes from Swami Satyamayananda. At 10:30 Katha Upanishad and at 7:30 Gospel of Ramakrishna. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So I end here now with our prayer as usual. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Panamastu. I am sorry that our technical things disturb the 4:30 class, but we are helpless sometimes. Machines do all these things. What can I do? Thank you all.